Example 3. Jill the Jabberwocky speeds along at 75 meters per second when she sees the aardvark in the road and slams on the brakes. So she was traveling at 75 meters per second before anything else happened. So that means that's my initial velocity is 75 meters per second. It slams on the brakes. If it takes her 3.4 seconds, so time equals 3.4 seconds to skid to a stop, from coming to a stop, then my final velocity is 0 meters per second. How far will she skid? So I want to know my displacement. And again, if it doesn't expressly tell me, then my initial position is 0 meters. Now if you look at all the equations I gave you, I'm changing my velocity, so I can't use the constant velocity equation. My velocity changes, but I want distance. I don't know my acceleration. So I actually have two unknowns on this. Anytime you have two unknowns, it means you're going to have two equations. So I need an equation for d. Well, d equals d naught plus v naught times t plus 1/2 a t squared. But I also don't know a, and we have an equation that has v equals v naught plus a t. So I have an equation that has a in it, and I have all that information. I have an equation that has d in it, and I have everything except for a, and I have everything except for a here. So I'm going to solve for a first. So solving for a gives me a equals v minus v naught over t. It's the same algebra we did on example 1, so I'm not going to redo it here. Alright, and this one's already solved for d, which is what I'm looking for. So if I look at this equation, my d naught is 0, and my v, my final v, is 0. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this information, my a is equal to negative v naught over t. That's a. I'm going to plug that in right there. So it gives me a full equation of d equals v naught times t plus 1/2 times v, or negative v naught over t, times t squared. Now if you notice, I have t squared, and this has t on the bottom there, so those t's are going to, that t is going to cancel out with one of those t's. So I have d equals v naught times t plus 1/2 negative v naught t. Alright, so now let's plug in my numbers. D equals, my v naught is 75 meters per second times 3.4 seconds plus 1/2 my negative v naught, which was 75 meters per second times 3.4 seconds. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this in the calculator. We have 75 times 3.4 is 255 plus 0.5 times a negative 75 times 3.4 equals a negative 127.5. So when I add those two together, plus 255 equals, my displacement is 127.50 meters. There you go.